Hey guys, I'm back, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a movie review on Strays. This was released in 2023, it stars Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx and Will Forte. In this movie, a naive but lovable dog known as Reggie is abandoned on the mean city streets by his low-life owner. However, he soon falls in with a fast-talking, foul-mouthed Boston Terrier and his gang of strays, who help him set out to get revenge. You may have noticed that for over a month now I've been doing quick reviews on movies I've seen, and here is Strays of all movies to break that streak. I was very much excited to see this movie. I like raunchy comedies, I love dogs, I have a dog. Me and my dog are not on speaking terms anymore, because he likes to destroy my DVDs just to upset me, and he absolutely knows what he's doing. Nonetheless, he's still a dog and I love dogs, and so again, I was very excited to see this movie. So without further ado, let's just begin with this review, and let's start talking about the positives. And instantly, a reason why you may show up to see this movie is to watch an R-rated raunchy comedy involving dogs, and for better or worse, it delivers on the crude and raunchy humour a lot. With this film, you get 90 minutes of what you see in the trailers, and needless to say, that type of humour is not for everybody. This film will not be for everybody, but it is my type of humour, and if it is your type of humour, you may get some enjoyment out of this film. Needless to say, it's a very silly and stupid film, and it received quite a bit of backlash for that before it was even released, but I think if you go into this knowing what you're getting into, and knowing just how silly and stupid it's gonna be, and if you have a tolerance for the type of silliness in this film, and just a tolerance for the type of humour in this film in general, I think you're probably gonna have a better time with it. And again, it is very much my type of humour, and I love the silliness and stupidity in films like these, so that did very much impact my experience with it. And you do also want to see dog humour, you want to see jokes revolving around dogs and what dogs do and habits that dogs have, and you do get a couple of those in this movie. On top of all that, there is some pretty good voice acting in this movie. Will Ferrell is really good as Reggie. As I said in the plot description, Reggie is a very naive but lovable dog, and Will Ferrell is able to deliver that stuff very nicely, and the voice acting overall here is pretty good. And Will Forte is also really good as Doug, Reggie's owner in the film. He gives a really good performance, and I just think that the four main dogs in the film are really quite lovable. Despite the fact they do some horrible and disgusting things in the movie, they're still quite likable and fun characters, so that's good to see. Also, the CGI for the dogs' mouths in the movie, obviously they're moving because they're talking, is really good for the most part. Maybe there are a few moments which are slightly a little bit off, but not really, to be honest. For the most part, it's really good. It's also just impressive that a lot of it was done with real dogs, and the stuff they're able to get the dogs to do in this movie is impressive. And what's also quite nice about this film is that it has a heart. It's not a completely mean-spirited film, and it's actually quite a positive one, believe it or not, so that's good. And a final thing to say here is that there are some pretty nice cameos in the movie as well. So now I guess let's just move on to the negatives. And the main thing to say here is that this movie just makes a mistake that no movie like this should ever make ever. Remember when I said that you show up to this movie for both raunchy humour and dog humour to put a smile on the faces of dog owners and dog lovers? Well, the comedy in this movie is basically 85% raunch and 15% anything else. They sound like pretty random numbers, I know, but trust me, that's pretty much it. This movie is really hurt by its insistence on using raunchy and crude humour instead of anything clever. As a result, it's just not very funny, especially if you have a low tolerance or no tolerance for the type of humour that this movie has, because it is a case where they just repeat the same joke for 90 minutes. It could have worked better if there was more dog humour and if it was more clever. If there were more jokes revolving around dogs and the habits of dogs and all that. There could have been more jokes revolving around stereotypes of different dog breeds maybe, but no, instead they chose to limit themselves to stupid, raunchy and crude humour, like they really shouldn't have done. It's so great to see these R-rated comedies back, but this one just makes a mistake that several of them make, where it's too busy going, oh look at me, I'm an R-rated comedy with its humour, instead of doing anything clever with its humour. And it really results in quite a poor comedy film because, as I said, it's basically just the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it has its moments, but for the most part it's just, well, the same. The result is a film that most definitely won't be for everybody, and well, to be honest, I don't even really know who it will be for, so I just think it severely impacts the film. I just really think this needed to find the right balance between the R-rated humour and the other stuff, and I just don't think it did that at all. I know this is a pretty short review, I don't really have all that much to say about this, to be honest, but overall Strays is not very good. I had a decent time with it because it's exactly my type of thing, and if you go into it knowing what you're getting yourself into and if it's your type of thing, I think you may have a pretty good time with it as well. And there is some good stuff here, but mostly it's just repetitive humour that a lot of people won't find funny. I guess I'll give Strays a 5.5 out of 10. I kind of want to give it a 6 because I didn't have a terrible time with it, but it's not very good. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. And that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to. If you have seen this movie, feel free to let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.